Luke and Lewis on 1019 The Fox. Come on!
Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Welcome to the show, guys. We've got a big one coming up, don't we, Luke?
Yes, I believe you're selling an assortment of fruit on your website.
No.
It's come about.
No, I have an issue with my website, and it's led everyone to believe that I'm selling fruit, and I'm not happy about
Your
it.
website is loosespears.com.
Yeah, but it looks like lose pears, as everyone keeps telling me. I've had this website for years, and I had no idea that it said lose pears, and I'm really angry about it.
And also, I missed the blood moon during the week, and I want people who are listening to tell me how it was. It's not. I wasn't busy. I just couldn't be bothered to get up.
Oh, no, I chose to miss it as well. So
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about that next. It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Luke, I've got a big problem with my website that
Yep.
I only just realised recently. I've had a website for, I'd say about maybe 4 years now. And the URL, my name's Lewis Spears.
Yeah.
So my website URL is lousespears.com.
How come you went with Lou? Because no one calls you Lou.
No, well, because
Like,
I wrote...
none of your friends. Your
Well, I wrote
family.
out like LewisSpears.com and the two S's looked weird and I could just see people misspelling it.
Yeah.
So I just thought Lou Spears was much easier.
Yep.
But I've been told just a couple weeks ago that the URL looks like it says losepairs.com. So LEWS pairs.com.
Instead of Lou Spears.
Yeah, and that's what it does look like. That's what it says,
And
lose pairs.
if
And
you-
that makes more sense than lose spears, really.
If you capitalize the P and the L, so in lose and then pairs, the link still works and goes to loosespears.com, doesn't it?
I know, which it just makes me so angry because every time I post a link to my website to promote a show or my comedy special, people start correcting me and start capitalizing the P because I capitalize the S,
Yeah.
but then people just goes, don't you mean losepairs.com? No, I'm not selling pears. I'm trying to sell jokes.
Right, so have you ever sold any fruit products on your website?
No, I mean, maybe I should start doing it and
Dude,
start
there's a
becoming pear
massive
farmer.
business. Do you reckon there is a guy named Lewis who sells pears who is looking to file a lawsuit?
Well, maybe. But the thing is, my Instagram has started to get ruined by one person has just started under everything that I post. They put two emojis. They put emoji of a toilet and a pear under everything I post, and they've been doing this for weeks.
Why a toilet?
Well, I couldn't work it out.
Oh,
And then I
loo.
rang a loo. It's a loo. So they're going lose pears, and that's all they put under every
Does it
single one of my
say-
photos.
Did they write .com?
No, they just put the toilet and the pear, lose pears, and I hate it.
Oh,
So
man.
I need to change my website URL, but I just checked LewisSpears.com is taken.
You know what I realized? No, it's a good thing you didn't go for LewisSpears.com because that just would have spelled Lou is pears. And then that would have been way worse. You know
Oh,
what?
no.
Since this has happened, I've been trying to... recently, I was promoting some of your stuff as a good friend of mine. I was promoting your new comedy special, right?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's a cheap plug, but you can get it on your website at loosepairs.com, right?
LewisSpears.com.
Right, you can get it.
Watch, not slash
I
pears.
posted the link of your website on my Facebook page, and I hadn't really heard about this joke yet. And then about 10 people commented below it. I'm pretty sure you mean losepairs.com. And I was like, why is there so much farming chat happening in the comments?
know.
And then one person actually suggested to me, I also have a website, Lewis, called lukekidgel.com. And it was suggested to me during the week if I've been selling an assortment of kids' gels. On my website, and he goes, "Yeah, Lewis is selling pears. Do you sell kids' gel?" No, mate.
we need a new website. Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
Lewis, I've been reading a lot of news before the show. We often come in here before the radio show and catch up on all the news in case there's anything, we need to address on air.
Yeah.
And there's so much news in the world, isn't there?
Yeah, heaps of news. Way
you,
too many
you go
news.
through it. I could list about 10 news websites that all cover similar but also sometimes different news stories.
And they all just want your attention. They want your clicks, basically.
There's a lot of clickbait happening on news websites, and I thought a way for us to try and get through it all quickly is, and often these news articles will start with a question, like the headline
I
is
don't
just
like
a
those
question.
because don't ask me a question
Yeah.
when you know that you wrote the article. The answer's in the article.
Yeah, it'll just be like, are you healthy or not?
It's
And
like
then
you're
it's
just
like,
trying
well,
to trick me.
I don't know. Like, I guess I have to read the article and find out. So I thought, I don't have time to read all these articles. I'm sure there's people listening right now in their cars, maybe at work. They don't have time to read these articles either.
No.
And I would say you're quite knowledgeable on the news without even reading it.
Yeah,
You
I
often
guess
just
so.
know what's going on.
Mate, I'm just across stuff.
You're on Twitter, you're scrolling all
Yeah.
day, and I thought it's a brand new segment. I'm not sure what we're calling it yet. Maybe fast news. I was thinking quickbait, but it's a bit of a lazy pun.
Speedy news?
Speedy news could be good, but either way, here's how it's going to work. I've got about 5 or 6 news headlines that are questions.
Yep.
I'm going to throw out the questions to you. I'm not going to read the article. You're going to tell me what the answer of the question
should I know
is.
these or?
Well, yeah, you're across the news. You just said.
Okay, yeah,
across
I'm
it.
across.
Great.
I'll know the answer to
Let's get
every
some-
single one of these.
Let's do it. Let's get into it. Lewis,
Yes?
Britney Spears and Sam Asghari getting engaged soon.
Yes.
Great.
Tomorrow.
Moving on. Tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow.
Geez, that's a scoop. I haven't read the article, so great. It's tomorrow. Should Nickelback's Chad Kroger front a reunited Nirvana?
No, Nickelback should dismantle.
Yeah, great. I agree. Is Billy Corgan Taylor Swift's dad?
Well, his name's Billy Corgan and her name's Taylor Swift, so no.
Boom. Conclusive proof. Billy Corgan
Different
is
names,
not
doesn't make sense.
Taylor Swift's dad. Why did an Egyptian zoo paint donkeys to look like zebras?
For a laugh.
Yeah, it's a good laugh, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Is a boring coffee date the best kind of first date?
No, it's boring.
Yep, great.
It's in the question.
And lastly, finally, is Guy Fieri opening a fast casual chicken focused restaurant?
I really hope so.
Great. And that was fast news.
Jeez, that was fast.
We're all caught up. I'm
Yep.
so glad.
Can I just say that music sounded like an 80s workout track?
Yeah, it
Like
sounded
I wanted to get into a leotard before I answer these questions.
Yeah, I reckon we get new music. Come on, James.
We're talking about the blood moon that happened. When did it happen?
Well, I don't even care that much.
At some point in time,
It
there was
was-
a blood moon or an eclipse. I don't know what they're called.
When did it happen, James?
It happened on Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Thank
Okay.
you, Andrew.
You woke up for it, didn't you?
No, I did not.
No, you didn't. All right. Well, see, that's the thing. No one in here woke up for this moon. So we thought, give us a call on 131060. Did you see this blood moon? What's it all about?
Like I saw it on the news. There was a lot of hype, and you know what the problem? They always go how rare it is, but I'm pretty sure there was like a total eclipse or something similar. Was there even a blood? Wasn't there a blood moon last year?
I feel like it
remember
was pretty
quite a
recent.
recent one.
Yeah.
And they always go like, "Oh, it's not going to happen for 100 years," and it's like it seems to
But
happen
something
about
very
every
similar is
July.
going to happen like next week. Like,
Yeah.
this stuff happens. I mean, I was looking at photos of it and I was like, I saw photos of it online. I was like, oh, why is Coldplay's first album in the news?
It does look like Coldplay's
That
first
looks
album.
like their album cover.
Yeah,
which
very
is
visual
actually a
joke.
moon
But-
eclipse.
but-
it's an eclipse moon. Actually,
To
looking,
describe what Lewis is showing me, imagine a solar eclipse with the word Coldplay above it, and that is similar to what their first album.
actually looking at it now, it's actually an atlas. That's yellow.
Yeah,
So,
great.
guys.
So
Bit of an obscure reference that didn't even make sense in the end. But 131060, if you want to give us a call, tell
Yeah.
us what a real blood moon
well,
looks
here's
like.
the thing. I couldn't be bothered to get up. And that's the thing. Like, most people be like, I got busy. Like, we do this. Like, we do comedy, right? So I'm not busy. Okay? I could
No.
get up at 4 a.m. and then sleep for the rest of the day if I want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care.
Can't be bothered. I just don't think it's worth it. So, are you a moon enthusiast?
My dad was trying to encourage me to get up. And he was like, come on, mate. It's not
It's
going to be
always
up for
your
another
dad.
100 years.
It's always your dad. Come on, mate. You got to get up.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen it?
And then I was like, are you getting up? He's like, nah, mate, it was pretty early. I didn't get up for it. I was like, well, why are you encouraging me?
Just trying to ruin your day.
But yeah, I want to speak to someone who actually saw it. I want you to describe it to me. Maybe make me regret it for not getting up. I'm probably not going to regret it. But yeah, 131060. Did you watch the blood moon? I want to hear about it.
Yep, give us a call. Take it away, Radio Raheem. Hey, did you wake up early to see the blood moon or the eclipse or whatever it's called? We don't know what it's called because we just didn't care enough to wake up early.
I saw it on the news and then made a very quick executive decision that I will not be wasting my time on that.
Oh, so you
because
didn't even
it's
share
too
that with
early.
the other board members? You didn't even give them a say?
Nah, I'm the only guy on the committee, on the waking up at 4 a.m. committee. It's me, myself, and my alarm, and no one wanted to participate.
Yeah, that's good. I had a similar board meeting myself, actually.
Yeah.
Just an executive decision going on.
Andrea, you made an executive decision to wake up. How did that go?
I didn't actually make an executive decision to wake up. I was already up working, so I
Oh,
took
wow.
a break and watched it.
Oh, so you just kind of got a perk. You just saw it out the window or something.
Yeah, you could call getting up at 3:30 in the morning. You know, I would need a perk with that.
What job do you do?
I'm a massage therapist.
And you
Why
get
do you
up
wake
at-
up that early? To
How many
rub
clients are you
bodies?
getting at 4 a.m.?
Horses.
Sorry? Horses.
Oh,
Oh.
why
Ah,
can't
ho-
they wait till 8?
They do, yeah. They're a bit hard to get on the table, but they're pretty good clients.
Yeah, but how come you're doing it at 4 a.m.? Why can't they get a massage during the day?
I mean, it's just a horse. They're not going to be like, it's too late for a massage. Leave me alone.
No, racehorses are up early.
Ah,
Right.
okay. Early risers. Hey, early bird, early horse wins the race. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Oh, I didn't actually ask her about the moon. Hang on, Andrew, was the moon good?
Was it a good moon?
It was a really good move.
Yeah, great.
That's good. So would you recommend that we should have woken up early to catch it, or?
Yeah, you should have watched it. The next one's not for a couple of decades.
It's 100 years, actually, so I'll check it out then.
Well, hey, I've got 100 years to learn how to
Yeah.
massage horses, so hopefully by then I'll have the skill set and the desire to wake up early.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa, how was the blood moon?
It was really, really good. I didn't stay. I was up till 1:30, and I was thinking I've got to stay up for it. I just couldn't. I had appointments, so I went to bed, set my alarm, got up at. I was trying to work out the best time.
Oh, so you tried to pull an all-nighter, but then you just destroyed your sleep schedule to catch a moon.
That's it. And because it was going to take an hour and 45 minutes to pass, which is unusual.
Right.
Most times it's hard.
That sounds really boring, I'll be honest,
We've
Lisa.
got a bloody moon
Well,
nerd on the line.
I did get up 5:15. I set the alarm. I rubbed up. I stood outside, and it was at the ring.
And was it worth it?
It was. It was really pretty, but I was just too tired to. I was staying to watch it, and it was.
Oh, you couldn't even
Hey,
appreciate
Lisa, it sounds like you didn't really enjoy it.
I did
You're
enjoy
just
it.
complaining about waking
I
up
mean, it
early.
looked great, but you just weren't in maybe the best mood to catch that blood moon.
I just had not enough sleep all week. But
Hey,
Yeah.
You know what? I saw it on Facebook. It was pretty cool there.
Yeah.
my daughter's friend got the best pics. She stayed up, watched the whole lot.
Oh,
Oh,
well, you
wow.
should have just looked at her pictures at like 6 p.m., something reasonable. Thanks
Thanks very much
Lisa.
for calling, Lisa.
Joe, welcome to the show. Did you catch the moon?
Oh, g'day, boys. Yeah, no, I did catch the moon, and what a massive regret that was.
This is what I'm talking
Mate,
about. This would have been me.
Yeah.
I get that the other two callers thought it was fantastic, but
No, they're
Yeah,
just
well, I-
moon
I-
nerds, man.
I not only got out of bed, I actually went for a drive to Mordialloc Pier
No.
and had a look, and I've 100% never been more less inspired in all my life.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
You know, like the moon's in the sky.
Yeah.
So, like, you can see it from anywhere. You didn't have to drive to view
I
it.
did. I drove. You know what? Because I got stuck
It's not like it was only showing at Mordialloc Pier. It was on everywhere, man.
I don't. I feel bad enough as it is. All I could hope is that you blokes live to 105 or
Yeah.
105 more years, so you can wake up and have a look at it and be completely uninspired like I was.
Thanks for calling, guys. We're talking airport opinions because everyone has an opinion about airports. They've got their own rules. They have their own things that they do every time they go to an airport. And everyone seems to agree and disagree all the time.
People have different preferences when they're traveling. You got in an argument recently. Is
Yeah,
that
I did.
correct?
Yeah, I got into an argument with a friend because I was at the airport and people were lining up to get on the plane,
Yep.
and there were a bunch of people in the priority queue. You can pay more money to get into the priority queue.
To queue jump.
Yeah, and I took a photo of the sign and I was like, who would pay for this? And then my friend messaged me and she goes, oh, I pay for queue jump. It's great. I save so much time. And I said,
You don't.
no, you don't save any time. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, how much time do you save? She goes, oh, 20 minutes it takes to line up, but I get on there first.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, but if your plane takes off at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
and you board 20 minutes earlier than me, and then I get on the plane 20 minutes after you, when does the plane leave?
It's not leaving without the person who didn't pay for the
Yeah.
queue jump.
So she goes, oh, the plane leaves at 1 p.m. I'm like, yeah, so you've saved no time.
Yeah,
She goes, no, I've saved time queuing. I'm like, yeah, but now you're just waiting on the plane, which is a worse place to wait.
Yeah, because you got no leg room.
Yeah,
At least in a terminal, I can spread my thighs. you
I know. I was talking about this for 40 minutes and she just couldn't wrap her head around the fact that she wasn't saving time. And it made me kind of realize I think everyone just has like an unbreakable opinion about the
Well,
airport.
that's crazy that she can't wrap her head around that she's not catching an earlier flight
Yeah.
than someone who isn't.
We're on the same plane. You've just paid $3 to wait 20 minutes on the
That
plane.
one I agree with you on. We had a discussion before the show. You disagree. People know that often, depending which airline you fly, you get either a gangway, which is like a tube,
Yeah.
to walk in and out of the plane between the plane and the terminal.
Yeah.
But maybe on some of the lower tier airlines, you have to walk onto the tarmac. Now,
I love
think
the tarmac.
everyone prefers the gangway. Like people prefer the tube that you walk on down. It's
No, man, because
why do you like walking on the tarmac? It's
Because
cold.
it's cool. Yeah, but you get to go outside for like at least 30 seconds. It's cool because you've been inside all day waiting for your
How
flight.
old are you? Like 5?
No,
I
but
like looking
it's-
at the plane.
Oh, what? You've lost your zest for life, man. If you don't look at a plane and go, that's cool. You can see the engine spinning. It's
Yeah,
sick.
I can appreciate the miracle of flight in a comfortable, air-conditioned environment. Okay.
No, you can't, man. I love the tarmac. But we were thinking, guys, give us a call on 131060. What are your airport opinions? What are your rules that you take to the airport?
Yeah, and surely we're not the only ones constantly arguing about our airport preferences. So yeah, give us a call on 131060. Another one people will argue about often is the hierarchy. This is mainly in Australia, but the hierarchy of like quality
the
of airlines.
which is
So
the best airline?
usually goes Qantas at the top, the premium service, Virgin, Jetstar, down to Tiger.
Yeah.
Not actually then Pelican. If you've seen Pelican,
Yeah, Pelican is the
Airways.
regional one. I'm pretty sure those planes flap.
Yep.
So give us a call on 131060. What are your airport opinions and rules? It's Luca Lewis on the Fox. Oh, and Amy Shark says hi. Luca Lewis on the Fox. We asked you guys on 131060, what are your airport opinions? Because everyone has an opinion about anything when they go to the airport that they think is like the law, but everyone disagrees with each other.
Yeah, like we were disagreeing over the you prefer walking out onto the tarmac when you
Yeah.
board or leave the plane. I prefer the tube that often gets put. It's
You
it's called a
princess.
gangway. No, mate, I prefer comfort, mate. It's 2018.
Another opinion I have is I will only...
And by the way, I never get comfort. I fly Tiger all the time. It's tarmac every flight for me. So that's probably why I hate it.
Yeah, it's special when you take the tube. Opinion I have is I will only ever eat the yogurt and muesli. For some reason, that's the only thing that's safe in the airport cafes.
Your yogurt? That would be
yogurt.
the most dangerous item.
No, that's my theory, man. They know that dairy's dangerous, so they're careful with it. The chicken will kill you, man. It almost killed my camera guy. I took him on tour. He got so sick that his hairstyle changed.
I mean,
I've
yeah.
never seen it before.
I mean, yeah, Tripod Todd isn't here today.
Yeah, because he's sick. So welcome to the show, AJ. What are your airport opinions? Yeah?
Wait.
He's forgotten them.
No.
Okay.
He remembers. Just give him time.
I prefer the tube.
Yeah, you prefer the tube
Yeah, me
instead
too,
of the
man.
tarmac.
It's because it might rain a bit.
That's true. That's a good
And
opinion.
you might slip on the tarmac.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this was my
And
reasons.
Also, you might slip on the stairs if you.
Yeah,
when
but
you're
hey,
walking
AJ, don't you like looking at the big plane? Isn't that sick? I do.
Mate, we're not all as impressed by
All right.
planes as you. Really
See.
appreciate the call, AJ. Love the enthusiasm.
AJ was
Great
just-
chat.
AJ was too old to appreciate the plane, man. He's lost his childhood spirit already.
I don't think he was too old.
Karen, welcome to the show. What are your airport opinions?
I much prefer the tarmac, open air, open space. The
Thank
tubes
you.
are just getting herded in like sheep. Don't
Yes,
like
I
them
feel like
all.
I'm in a slaughterhouse. It's no good.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially when I'm getting on a Tiger flight.
Yeah.
But thank you. I'm glad. Do you like looking at the plane?
Well, no, not really.
Why doesn't anyone like the plane?
Because you get over it.
Well, I'm glad you kind of agree with me, Karen. Emma, do you like looking at the plane?
Hi guys, how you going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I do like looking at the plane.
Yes.
One thing, one thing that gets me real salty is when you are either going between a flight, so
Yep.
walking it, to your next transfer, or leaving the airport. Is when you're using those conveyor belts.
They're called travelators. I love them.
The travelators.
Yeah, I'm very pro travelator.
So passionate about it.
Yeah.
Somebody stands half like in the middle of it. You can't get past them.
Oh,
and you kinda-
Hate that.
Have you seen the video of me doing it on purpose, haven't you? I remember one time I did it at EV. Yeah, I do have video footage of me purposely standing and in
there's
the middle.
about 30
There's about
people
30
behind you.
people behind me. I have my arms spread on either side. I'm just standing there very comfortably, and I held up about 40 people. Emma, you would have hated it.
Mate, that's a war crime.
I'm really sorry, Emma, but you're talking to one of the people who does enjoy doing that.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right,
No
thank
worries.
you. Why are you thanking us?
So many polite callers today, Luke. Well, I'm glad we all got our opinions out in a respectful manner. So thank you very much for calling, everyone. It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
We're sick of love songs and dedications on radio. It's been done. We're over it. Oh, we get it. You love someone, and this is dedicated to,
Well, it's
Stacey
just-
man. Oh, not man. Stacey girl. If you're out there, hope you listen. It's like,
Well,
is that
we're
really
over it.
getting Stacey back?
I know, and also I'm not ready for that level of commitment really to dedicate a love song to someone yet. So if you're out there and you would like to just dedicate a song to just a mate or even just an acquaintance, someone that you think is kind of all right, we'll let you dedicate a couple of seconds of the chorus of any song.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing like songs and dedications. And you're right. It doesn't have to even be someone who you have a crush on. It can also maybe be a friend. It can be a complete stranger. It can be your mum. Again,
I mean, if you don't love your mum, I mean, that's a bit rough,
that's
isn't it?
true. I'm sorry, mum. This isn't the segment for you because I love you. So you'll not be getting.
But hey,
a
if
call out.
if you've lived a whole life and you're still not really sold on your mum, you can dedicate.
It could be a pet who you're just not sold on yet. Maybe like a hamster. Like you should love it, but it poos a bit too much. So you just
Yeah.
dedicate a like track to it, show some appreciation. But you have one, Lewis? to
Yes,
kick
I
us
do.
off?
Yes. So what happened to me, Luke? Thanks for the music, Radio Dave. What happened was I was on the train and a guy came up to me. He noticed that I was reading a magazine about painting miniatures, and I really wanted to make friends with him, but I bailed on it, and it never happened. So I would just like to dedicate the chorus of "Can We Be Friends" to that guy. 'Cause and that's enough because I didn't like him that much.
Yeah.
because I didn't get a chance to meet him, so I would really like to be that guy's mate.
Yeah, but if that guy's out there, hey, consider that song dedicated to you.
Yeah,
and,
or that portion of that song dedicated anyway.
Yeah, and give us a call on 131060 for like songs and dedications. Do you want to dedicate a song to someone that you like, but you just don't love them yet?
Yeah, you're not there yet. So give us a call, 131060. Luke, you and I are both sick of love song dedications. We're just not ready for that level of commitment.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just like, it's a bit tiring hearing, desperate cries of people loving people over the radio. And it's like, will that song really get the girl back? We thought we want to provide an opportunity for people who perhaps aren't there yet and just like someone.
Yeah, they're not ready for love, or they're like, oh, yeah, you're all right. So you can have like 3 seconds of the chorus of this song that's not really about love, but it's kind of a banger.
Maybe there's just like someone like, who they've seen spotted at their local bakery and they've walked past going like, oh, I'd love to chat to them and, but never had the confidence to. Well, this is for them. So this is like songs and dedications on 131060 if you do want to get involved.
Yes. so-
Rachel, you have a like song dedication?
I do, for my friend Shovel.
Are you friends with a shovel or is their name Shovel? Either way, ridiculous.
Her name's Siobhan. I call her Shovel.
Ah, okay, great. I
nickname.
approve. And I guess you guys have been friends for a while?
Yeah, since high school.
Oh, since high school. So would you say that you love her?
Oh, look, I'll keep her.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
she's
not
all
really
right, I'll
ready
keep
for
her.
love yet, but you do like her.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this is thanks for calling. And do you think Shovel will be listening?
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
Great.
that's great. So what song would you like to dedicate to her?
Gold Digger by Kanye West.
Yeah. Well, we've got that for you.
Brilliant.
And that's enough.
That's
so
for
there you
you,
go. Was that
Shovel.
enough?
I don't feel like it is. It's an epic song. You need to play the whole thing.
Okay. What, a little bit more? And go?
All of it. All of it.
Okay, hang on.
And that's enough.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
you only like her.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you loved
guess,
her,
I
maybe
guess.
we play the whole song.
Probably
but this
play
is
the
like
full
song
track.
dedications. So thanks for calling, Rachel. I hope
I'm
Shovel
sure
likes it.
Shovel is going to now feel slightly appreciated
Oh, I
after
get it.
that.
Gold digger. I just understood that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even think we had to explain the joke, so I just kind of moved
Right,
past
well,
it.
hey guys, for all the other people who didn't understand that, that's why that was a little bit funny.
Great.
And Denzel, welcome to the show. Do you have someone you'd like to dedicate a portion of a song to?
Denzel has dropped out on us.
Oh, great.
Yes, that's why James here was giving us the wrap-up signal for
Right,
about
well,
30 seconds, and you're ignoring it.
Obviously, Denzel
You know
doesn't
what's
like
funny?
his friend
You know
enough.
what's good about that? I totally saw that, like, we were being signaled to wrap up the segment, and then you had no idea. And instead of being a good radio host and being going, I'll wrap it up for Lewis, I was like, I'm just going to see how this plays out.
Hey, you know what?
And it played out really, really poorly.
Yeah,
Like,
well-
it made us look pretty bad at
Hey,
our
man,
jobs.
never trust me again. Luke Lewis on the Fox. Luke, I just released my comedy special a couple of days ago on Tuesday, and it's going really well. People really like it, which is great. I've worked on it. I think it's pretty good.
Yep.
But I got the weirdest email from someone who watched it, who, for some reason, emailed me a review of the special.
As in, emailed you someone else's review of your special, like a magazines?
No,
or
this is like someone has written like a film review of my comedy special, and instead of putting it on a blog or on
A
any,
website.
or on the New York Times or a news article, they just emailed it directly to me. And this person, I can tell from the spelling, is not a writer.
So they haven't published this on any form of media. They've just written a professional review and sent it straight to you. You know that,
Which is weird.
like, does he know, or the person know, that the reviews aren't for the artist
No.
or the creator of the project? It's for
Other
consumers
people.
to be like, will I want to see this?
Yeah. And
So if you're just
well, he
like,
sent it
you've
to
already
me.
seen it. You
well,
made it.
he sent it to me, and after reading his review, I don't think I want to watch it. It wasn't very good. But it was a very confusing review because halfway through it, he just completely changed his pace. I'll read the first part. He goes, "Hi from Mexico. I liked your special. I watched it 2 times already. It's a solid special, but I feel like some of the jokes fell flat, like the, can't say that on radio one. It feels like a great inside joke, but kind of falls flat as a general joke. Overall, it starts very solidly and ends just as solid. However, everything in between is kind of meh. Please don't hate me for this. It's just my opinion. I hate you."
By the way, you were like, oh, it's a pretty solid review.
Wait, this is
no,
the
I don't
first
think
half.
any people who like do editorials in the New York Times go, oh, I mean, it was pretty meh.
Dude, this review has a plot twist halfway through. So he goes, "The first time I watched it, I was sober, and it was a 5 out of 10. It made me chuckle, but only the start and the end bits made me laugh. However, the second time I watched it, I was with my brother, and it was after I had a couple of beers in me," and then he put in brackets, "around 2 liters. I don't know why I need to know that."
That's a lot.
And then he goes, "Plus, I told my brother to bring pizza as well. Needless to say, that's when the review score raised from a 5 to a 9. Pizza and 2 liters of beer will make my comedy a 9. And he goes, "I didn't ask my brother for the score, but he said good stuff after a solid laugh. I know you probably won't read this, and even though you are relatively new to the
You probably
scene..."
didn't think you'd read it out in the radio.
No, and he goes, "Even though you're relatively new to the scene, I can definitely see you becoming one of the greats of comedy. Keep up the great work. You're going to be huge." Is that a good review or a bad review? I don't know.
Mate, you're going to become one of the greats to a hardcore demographic of people who love their brothers, pizza, and beer. And you will rule that niche market.
Well,
But-
hey, so either he thinks I'm really good, he just needs pizza to enjoy it, or he thinks I'm going to improve heaps.
Yeah, so pretty much that's one of the rudest things I've ever heard. He's
Yeah.
pretty much said, not often when you're reading a magazine do you like say if you're reading like, oh yeah, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was great, but after 4 beers and a margarita, Chris Pratt's
Although-
acting really went next level.
Although I really would love to open a review and it just starts with "Hi from Mexico." Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Luke and Lewis and Big Spaghetti on the Fox. Coming up later in the show, we want to talk to bartenders on 131060.
Yes, I had a situation at a bar last night where I ordered a drink from the bartender,
Yep.
and there was a bit of a miscommunication in what I said, and I thought she was saying something to me, and I still am so lost as to what happened. And I think
You
the
just
only
need an
person-
expert
Well,
opinion.
I was going to ask you what you thought, but,
but I
you
don't
don't drink.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't know.
You've never actually ordered a drink at a bar.
And I've never been a bartender either.
Yeah, so I want to speak to a bartender. So 131060, are you a bartender or have you ever been a bartender? I need an expert on the line to tell me if I was mishearing her or if I was in the wrong. Look, people are already calling. So yeah, bartenders, give us a call. I have a question for you next.
131060 is Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Luke, you've got a dilemma.
Yeah, so last night I was out having a couple of drinks with a mate of mine, and I went to the bar to get, it was my shout for a round, and I ordered him a beer, and me, CC and Dry, which is a Canadian club, right? Both on tap at the bar.
Yep.
So and obviously, like when it's a loud kind of bar chatter environment,
Yeah.
you're talking very loudly.
Yeah, so you need to yell at the bartender to be heard. And
Yeah.
as someone who doesn't drink, I have to yell lemon lime bitters about 20 times on a Friday night. First time because they didn't hear me. Second time they didn't hear me again. Third time they don't believe me. Third time they're like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, and then they go, "Did you want a vodka lemon lime bitters? I'm confused why you're here."
Yeah.
But so I'm yelling like, just one Canadian Club and Dry, thanks. And I'm pointing at the taps in which I want it. So there was one drink that I wanted there and one over that side, and I pointed. And then the bartender goes, and this was where the confusion began. This is what I heard. I heard her say, "Oh, and did you want peppermint with that?" And I said,
Peppermint?
"Sorry, what?" And she goes, "Would you like peppermint with that?" And I said, "Sorry, do you mean lemon?" Because often you'll put a lemon in a drink like that.
Yeah, sometimes
and
put
ice.
lemon in.
And then she goes, "No, do you want peppermint with that?" And I said, "Are you saying peppermint?" And she goes, "No." And she looked at me like I was crazy. And she goes, "Do you want peppermint in that?" And I was like, "No, I still think you're saying peppermint." And then she goes, "Don't worry about it." She got my drinks. I paid for it. I left. I still have no idea what she said.
Mate, how many
And-
Canadian clubs did you have before that?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It was the first one.
Right.
I don't know what she said. So I've got Ashley, the bartender, on the line. Ashley, was she saying peppermint? Can you get peppermint with that kind of drink? It's a whiskey.
I've never heard of that before, to be honest.
Well, what do you think she was saying then?
Is there something I was thinking? Maybe do you want a membership with that? Like if I wanted to become a member of the bar?
Yeah, that could be maybe what she was asking, but in that type of scenario, I kind of highly doubt it.
Because it just didn't make
but-
sense. Like everything, I was trying to put ice. I was like, no, ice doesn't sound anything like peppermint. What else could you have in a drink? I was like, oh, do you want? There's nothing else that even goes with that order. It's just a drink.
So do you have any ideas of what you think they could have been saying?
No, honestly, I can't think of anything really that would. I can't even think of anything that rhymes with peppermint that would be really the bar scenario.
Neither have I, actually.
Great. So, hey, guys, everyone, listen, this segment has gone nowhere. We have no answers and nothing even close. But thank you very much for listening. And hey, Luke, great idea to bring this one up.
You know what this is? This is, we're talking about before the show, James, like, are you sure you want to bring this to the show? It does sound like you just trying to tick off personal issues in your life and bring personal issues to the show.
Yeah,
And
come
I
on, mate. This isn't business
I
exposed.
said that's 100% what this is.
Yeah.
And we did it anyway.
All
But,
right. Well, it wasn't resolved, so we'll have to do it again next week, I suppose.
hit the song radio, Chad.
Luke and Lewis. Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Luke, you were talking about a conundrum you had at a bar earlier.
Yes, last night, you made it sound like I was day drinking today. Last night, I was at a bar and I ordered a drink, a Canadian Club, which was on tap.
It was his 13th.
Yeah, come on. And then, yes, I ordered it and I said, just a CC and Dry, thank you. And then the bartender said, do you want peppermint with that? Well, that's what I thought she said. And then I said, sorry, what? She said, do you want peppermint with that? And
Yeah.
I kept saying, what? And then I said, are you saying peppermint? And she said, no. So I went, well, what are you saying? It never got resolved. I got the drink, left.
Yeah.
We asked bartenders to call in the last break. Bo has called. Bo, are you a bartender?
Yes, I am, mate.
And you think you know what she said?
Yes, I do.
What are they
If they're
saying?
saying peppermint,
Yeah.
you would have seen the bartenders clapping behind the bar. They normally
Piping?
put a bit of peppermint in their hands. They'll clap it and they'll put it in a drink, and then they will pour your CC and Dry.
Oh, she was saying peppermint.
Yes.
Well, then why did she say no when Luke said, are
How
you saying
weird.
peppermint? Maybe she was just being elusive.
Yeah. You probably would have thought you're not understanding it. You don't understand it.
Yeah, I didn't understand her.
Yeah.
I was very
No.
confused.
Fair enough. Well,
Yeah,
hey,
I
thanks
didn't
for
know
solving
that-
the mystery.
No, that's really, it was no mystery. I just correctly heard her, then she denied it. So it's her fault. Because, I'd never heard of putting peppermint with that kind of drink before. You learn
well.
something every day. I'm glad I brought it up on the radio to get to the bottom of that. Thank you very much, Bo.
Yeah, thanks for calling, mate. And coming up next, we're going to be doing this.
Well, hold on.
Bloody
You gotta
Radio
know-
Dave Cameron's first mistake.
that is
You've got to tell me if you
We're
want
going to play the
Oh, right.
opener for the
Okay.
name game.
All right,
We're going to
okay.
be doing this.
classic
Okay.
radio, Jeff.
Hold on, that
This is
wasn't
the
it.
wrong.
the wrong one.
Dave
Okay,
Cameron
guys,
sucks at
sorry.
his job.
I've got it now. Are you ready for it?
Well, I don't know. I was
Are
ready
you
for
ready
it 30
for it?
seconds ago.
Yeah, so
We're doing this.
All right.
He sounds like Jim.
There we go.
She sounds like Stacy. He might be Dave. She might be Jane. We'll guess your name. We'll guess your name. 13 10 60. The name game.
We are playing the name game. To be fair, we didn't actually discuss with our button pusher then that we were going to be just playing the opener, so we didn't have it ready. You just kind of threw that out there like he should know what you're thinking at all times.
Sorry about that, Radio Stacey.
Yeah.
Totally my bad. But we're doing the name game. So give us a call on 131060 if you have a name. We're going to guess it in 3 questions after this. It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
He sounds like Jim. She sounds like Stacy. He might be Dave. She might be Jane. We'll guess your name. We'll guess your name. 13 10 60. The name game.
That's right. We're playing the name game. It's the game on radio where we're just going to guess a caller's name by asking them 3 questions to vibe out their personality, because we think that names have personalities attached to them, and
Yep.
we're just trying to prove it with this game.
And you've actually got it twice
Yes.
so far on the show. It does sound like an impossible game because you could argue there's a lot of names out there and perhaps maybe it is hard to narrow down with only 3 questions.
No, but we've
you've
got it
managed
twice
to do
in
it
a row
twice.
once.
Yeah, and we're back today playing. We've got 3 questions to ask. Lewis, caller, welcome to the show, caller 1.
Hello, how you going?
Good.
Thank you.
Don't say your name.
No.
I mean, you can say words just as long as none of those words are your name.
No, we're all good.
Great, but just confirm you do have a name before we'll start playing.
Yes, I do.
Great.
Good.
That's all you need. All right, Lewis, do you want to kick us off with the first question?
All right. Caller 1, what would you do with $1 million?
I would travel the world
Mm?
and then go partying big time in Amsterdam.
Yep.
Right.
Even North Korea.
I wouldn't see North Korea. Actually.
Yeah, so,
Right, okay.
so
No,
almost
wait,
the whole world.
Almost the whole world.
You'd
Right.
give the dictatorships a miss.
I think so.
Okay, great. I think that tells us a little bit about the person he is, Luke.
I've got one. This is actually about the name. Do you want to ask one more personality based and then I'll ask about the actual name?
All right, okay. Are you a morning person or a night person?
Oh, definitely a night person. Don't like my mornings.
Okay, all right.
I know
I think I've vibed out this guy's personality.
I know
Party
an
animal.
Alan that is a morning person.
He's not a morning person.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, well, it's not Alan. Can rule out Alan then.
Yeah. I'm thinking like, and don't confirm this because we're not
Because
officially
we still have one more
guessing it.
guess.
I think this is like a Dave, Rob, Adam situation.
Wow. Dave, Rob, or Adam. Very different names. Not sure how you narrowed it down to those
Similar
3.
personalities.
I've got one more question for you. This is one about your name, not as much personality based. Caller 1, were you an ugly baby?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, okay, great. I've got a list of ugly baby names in front of me.
Is Dave, Rob, or
I'll
Adam in there?
check. No. Oh, Alan's number 1, actually.
I'll give you a hint. You can put a 50-cent coin in between my 2 front teeth as a baby.
Yeah, right.
That's a baby. That's huge. Right, okay.
You're not. I think it's a male, so it's not Bertha.
I think it's a male.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. Thanks for confirming. Elmer? No, I don't know if he sounds like an Elmer.
I think it's. I'm feeling Rob, man. I reckon. What do you?
I'm kind of vibing Gunther now.
Gunther. Okay. I think they're laughing at you. At your
Yeah,
guess.
because they know I'm right. Maybe they're like, oh, he's close.
All right. Well, do you want to lock in?
Yeah, locking Gunther.
Is your name Gunther?
God, no.
What's your name?
Nathan.
Oh.
No.
Thanks for calling
Did
anyway,
you say
Nathan.
close? No, it's not. Nathan.
I mean, there's a T in both names. Very far from it. But thanks for calling anyway, man. I appreciate it. And we're going to be playing this one again next week. It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
I made it through the night.
Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Jessica Malboy made it through the night. I hope we helped you get through yours. Jeez, why is it that every time a Jessica Mauboy song ends, there's something funny about it?
Yeah,
Either she's
sometimes-
laughing or she's saying an obscure sentence.
Yeah, that one at least she wasn't laughing at her own song, which happens at the end of Pop a Bottle, one of our favourite Mauboy hits.
Yeah, but that's the end of the show, guys. Thank you very much for listening. You may have noticed that we were actually missing our regular button pusher radio mic, but that's we got through. We had a few people fill in for us throughout the night.
We had
which was great.
Radio
So-
Chad pop in. Really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Dave
Now
Cameron came
James
in, it was good.
is
Now we've got-
behind
now we've
the
got
desk.
James.
James, say hi.
Hello.
James actually brings his own headphones from home, so he's the biggest nerd button pusher. And we're
And
running
he
out of
hated
time,
that.
so he's refusing to comment.
Yeah, so thank you very much for listening, guys. Check us out on the podcast, Luke and Lewis on the Fox. See you later.
Luke and Lewis on 1019 The Fox.